So do you wanna wait 15, or do you guys wanna go ahead? He doesn't.
Is he gonna come straight here?
He's got the gas truck with him right now. We're gonna gas delivery or something real quick, so. What do you guys wanna do? It's up to you. We can call the meeting order and move forward. We got 4 of us, it's fine.
That's why he doesn't have to kill himself to get back.
Yeah. Call him back. He doesn't have to rush. Yeah, let's do
The
that.
pen would probably help too, huh?
Hey, buddy, we're just gonna go ahead. Don't rush, don't hurt yourself. The road is not straight out there. Don't worry about it. We'll just take care of it. Yeah. Peace. All right. Yeah, he said go ahead and get started. And he said he'll join us when he can, if he can, so. All right.
Sorry.
Nick said he will join us when he can. So we'll give it a minute, we'll get started. All right.
Starting now?
Is this just what they're going to start? All right, join us in the pledge and we'll get started. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank y'all for coming. All right, I called this meeting because we had a couple other things added on to it. But because I realized that we needed to straighten out the planning commission because they got a meeting next week. I thought it was after, my fault, they were doing the 3rd week and I forgot they switched to the 1st week. So they have a meeting before we meet again. And we have 3 current board members that are on the planning commission. So we're gonna straighten all that out with item 1, item 2, and item 3. Item 4 is a new item agenda that came up that we have a discount if we do it this week. And then item 5 was added on, Star brought to my attention, which I knew about, but we can take care of it now. The radio, fire department radios for $12,500. That's item 5. All right. We can get started. Public comment. Anybody?
Yeah,
Tracy,
me.
you already got that.
Nikki.
It's just me.
Okay.
You can add mine in there.
Information to
Jason,
help
Jason.
clarify on some of the things that I have been bringing everybody's attention. And Nick's-
Yeah, he might be here. He's trying. I just am not really so.
Oh, no. Make sure we got, I brought the last 2 ones here. I got you all covered.
I don't work here.
Star, and there's 3. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Is there another person? Joanne.
Yes, I just have a question. Why are you putting on the radio today when it was clearly stated that the last meeting that you were going to have Jack here to explain everything?
Jack was going to be here. He's currently taking a test, and him and I had a meeting. We talked about exactly what happened, so I'll be able to explain that. So,
Isn't that special?
all right. So, let's go on. Any other public comment? All right. New business. All right. So what we have to do is we have to readjust. I need Star and Jason to verbally, and then we'll have you write something. To resign
From the planning commission.
Okay. So we need, our first motion would be to accept, and we will
I'll
accept
make a
as
motion
verbal
to
plus
accept.
written,
I'll second that motion.
to accept Jason Fairley's resignation from the planning commission as the board rep. Okay? And then Star, I will need you to verbally, and then we'll have you sign a resignation afterwards. So I'll make the motion to accept Star's resignation.
Yeah, I wanna resign.
Okay,
I'll second that.
all right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Okay. All right, and then Nick wants to remain on the planning commission and be the board liaison to the planning commission. I need a motion to approve Nick being the board liaison for the planning commission.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Okay. So then that will make Jason the Parks and Rec liaison. You good with that, Jay?
Yeah.
Did you want? Okay. we're good with that.
4-2.
All right, so we're good there. Planning Commission's all set 'cause they have a meeting on Tuesday. So the first one is to fill the 2 vacancies. And these will be 1-year appointments from this date going forward. So we're gonna do 1-year appointments, and I'm gonna straighten around where the appointments fill out who and where, okay? Because I have that list in here. Let me pull that up just 1 second.
Filling unexpired terms, aren't they?
No,
My list is here. Find it, okay. So, it looks like Nick is filling out the Matthew Taylor appointment from 22 to 25, but now he's board liaison, so that doesn't matter. Star, you were filling out a term 23 to 26. So we're gonna have to put everybody in each one, yeah.
So at the next planning commission meeting is when they are supposed to up who's doing what.
Okay,
So then that's next Tuesday.
okay. But your appointments, we renew them every October. We're gonna start renewing them in January, and I'm just gonna set out the years because who's going to what and where, because we've had so much changeover with that the last couple of years, and now we have new people. So we'll get that all in. So these appointments will be for 1 year to start, okay, these 2 today. So they will be December of 24 through January of 25. Okay, so we'll do these in January. Okay.
Excuse
Just
me.
Easy clarification.
Aren't they coming to this meeting? That's November of 24, not December.
November, I'm sorry.
Not December.
Yeah, all right. But it would be the December meeting, okay. All right. So I make a motion to appoint Michael N. Crawford to the Planning Commission. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
There are seconds. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. There's her. All right, number 3, I will make my second appointment of Andrew Anderson, right there, that's the gentleman right there.
Anderson?
Anderson, right? Yeah, Andrew Anderson, yep.
Okay.
To fill the vacancy of the Planning Commission. This is the second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. All right, thank you, appreciate that. All right, so number 4 on the agenda is, I was contacted by Up Ahead Communications. This is a company out of Utah. They offer a mass information text service. So what they originally offered had to do a lot with cities, okay? It had extreme amounts of data that could be sent, collected. To give you an idea, if there was a gas leak, which we don't have, gas services and that kind of services here, you could actually go on, map out on the computer the road areas, so do a box, and then it would send them that mass text of a gas leak to that area. Okay. I told them we don't need that. We don't need multiple groups. I wanted, because that was like $300 a month, and then it was like $3,000 to set it up. So what I asked them to do is bare bones it. We can do a 1 group, because we're not going to send out a ton, but we can use this for the meeting like this to text everybody. When there's a special meeting, we can use it when there's an event going on. Fire department's doing a pancake breakfast, Boosters does their craft sale. We can send those things out. And we're also, to get this lower rate, we're not gonna have text responses so that they don't blow up everybody's phone. It will have, so our text will say, fire department is holding a pancake breakfast on this date from this time. If you need any other information, you put a phone number or an email so that people actually have to call somebody or email somebody if they have a specific question. Okay? That lowered the cost of this way down. And then we can do that for everything. So people that rent the hall, we can use it. We can use it for the Easter egg hunt. We can use it for the trunk or treat. We can use it for special meetings like this, whatever events we have, and it'll just go out. So what they do is they offer you a service, and we'll have some flyers in stores. We'll have a flyer here. There's two ways to get set up. You can text to this number that they're gonna set up for us. And if you text, you can join, or you can scan the QR code. And I talk to them, and if we do it, we get set up here. Why I included on this meeting is he can send us about a half page that we can stick inside the taxes. I will. With you. When you're stuffing the trash cards, I'll stuff those. And that way they can go to everybody's taxes and you can sign up for just the Wellston, Norman Township information. That's that. Okay? To do that was $9.99 to do the setup, and then $90 a month. So that's where we're at for that. And I think that really will handle a lot of the information and getting things out there. And if somebody says, hey, I didn't know, well, here you go, sign up so you don't miss it next time. We have that. It would be a very easy way for us to communicate everything we want.
Richard, will you actually be the administrator?
There will be 5 administrators.
Okay.
I think Val Brown should be one if she's willing to do it, because she will be doing the hall rentals. That, and she can ask, Little Mary's, if they're doing, I don't know if they're ever gonna do another fundraiser or not, would you like me to send out a text the week before to everybody? So we'll ask. I think the fire department, because there is needs of forest fires, stuff like that, they could, and the reason why we don't need the mapping system, if you say there's a wildfire on the corner of Prunski and,
necessarily everybody would flock to it.
yeah.
Right,
But
instead of running away.
if Jack or Ann, or one of or Gary were to deem, hey, you need to evacuate, anybody north of these road intersections needs to evacuate, that would be that helpful too, for emergency too. So I think the fire department would get one, hall rental, and we have 3 others. I would do one, or you guys can do one. I don't need to do it. You guys want to do it, and we'll just put out that information. So I think it'd be a good way to get information out there. Everybody has that thing attached to them permanently. Change it right there. You can silence it, but I don't think we're going to overuse it. Maybe 2 or 3 a month, maybe on busy months. So
If I may, sir, wouldn't that just be easier at no cost with a website you guys already own?
then they have to look at the website.
They don't own the website though, right?
We own the website.
Yeah, they own it.
But this, it sends the text out. Once again, people say, I don't know, because most normal people that are busy don't have time to check websites in Norman Township. I don't think, if I wasn't part of the board, I probably could never look at it. I don't need to. So, I think most people don't look at the township website too often. Have you ever looked at our township website?
I just didn't know there was one.
Okay, there you go. So I think this is a very simple, easy way to get the information out there for transparency, let's say. So,
Final question on that, sir. Are you locked into like so many years, or if
this
you?
is a 1-year deal.
Okay,
1
so
year,
it,
1 year, yeah.
if you find that it's not worth the money, that you don't get the money's worth, then you can cancel it.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah, that's
penalty
why
for canceling.
That's why it's a 1-year setup. It's a one-time setup fee. It's $99 a month. We can cancel anytime. If we find out there's 150 people signed up, I don't think that's worth it.
No.
I don't think it's worth it. If there's 500-600 people, then maybe it's worth it. The board would have to take that judgment. I think this is a little amount of money to spend to take care of one of the big issues. And this was sent to me by Joanne. Joanne sent it to me last week, and I'm like, you know what? How do I get this out there? If I put it in the store, we got taxes going on. Let's move on. I think I met with it was a Zoom link, young person from Utah, and he said, yeah, you get this, we'll move on it. We're doing some other cities in Michigan. He goes, we're doing in December. He goes, I'll get you, he promised me today, he goes, I'll get you your UR code, is that it? QR, thank you. QR, whatever. He goes, I'll get that made up for you by the end of next week, if you agree upon it, and he will set up a Zoom meet with the 5 or 6 people that we want to have doing these tests. I think it was the 2nd of December. He wanted to do it Friday after Thanksgiving. I'm like, yeah, you're be able to get together. So I think it was the 2nd, but we'll confirm that date, and
Is he
time.
gonna have the things before that?
Yes, he will have the things before.
Because the Texas have to be in the mail by November 3rd.
Okay.
That's my latest date.
He sent me and I will need your all help with this if we decide to do this, he sent me a contract that I do everything on here and we send it over. And then we can print out contracts, we'll try to do all that after the meeting, if this is something we decide we wanna do. And you're a big tech guy, aren't you? No, he's like, no, I want to give up. So yeah, I have the entire contract, right here, right there. So you all have the original contract. This is, but what it states, and I'll read to you what he states on that. So, let me go back here. So, very quick, the proposal that you all got sent to you when you got your, it's local phone number, so they pick a 231 area code, that's the area code that Texas gets sent out from, okay? 5 user logins, 24/7 support, mass text messaging. He still gives us 5 groups, but I said we really can't just do one. And then we've got rid of the auto response and QR codes and flyers, etc. They will send us some flyers that we can put in stores. He said they're really nice and stuff like that. And then we're not doing the map sections. And the first year one-time setup was $9.99, and then it went from $249 down to $9.99, doing the bare bones with all the mapping and all that other stuff, and then multiple groups. Just having one group, because I don't think we'll have enough to have multiple groups. So,
Another question, sir.
yeah.
That QR code, is that something that could be provided and put on the monthly agenda that gets posted? Or at least a few months in case
We'll
people
have
don't
it
wanna see it?
Posted here. It'll be posted outside. We'll make sure when he gets us one of these flyers he's talking about, it'll be on the outside.
Okay.
So it'll be there. And it's gonna go out, we can get it done, we can get it in everybody's taxes. So that'll hopefully get registration go up right away. So, yeah. So, does anybody wanna make a motion on that? Or anybody have any questions? None? And next not here. Okay. All right, fire department. So, we didn't know, I didn't quite know, I had an opportunity to talk to Jack once this came in. So, it's the 800 megahertz radio system, we were supposed to get 5 or 6 from the county, we only got 1 of the mobiles. So these are mobile 800 megahertz radios. Jack was he ordered an agreement of 4 with them to program 4 and ship 1 right away, because he can approve up to 3,000. Miscommunication with Grand Traverse Mobile Communications right here, it went out and they shipped us all 4 and billed us for all 4. So this was not, I tried to make it really clear to him that I know I can spend up to this amount, I need the board to approve the others, but then they went and filled the order. It's something we need. So what I actually said at the last meeting was very, very close, because after Jack said he was at it, it's exactly the way it happened. It wasn't any malicious intent whatsoever.
$3,000 radio.
He wanted to do
12,000.
1, but he agreed that we would program all 4, and program all 4 because it had a lower programming rate. So, I need a motion to accept, or to pay to accept 12,504 for the radios. 800 megahertz portable radios with fire department.
I'll make that motion.
Okay? Second? Start seconds. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. All right, thank you. I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion. I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. All right, thank you all for coming.
Because I can't believe it'd be $3,000.
Andrews. Mr. Andrews, you signed it, you wanna do it, go.
Let me,
She'll take you in there and get you your.
Come step into my
information.
office, buddy,
And
we'll,
you'll sit down.
Is your office here?
No.
Oh.
It's right there, no? All right. All right, I have got, who's setting up in here?
So you want this stuff right now?
Grab everything.
Follow me, buddy.
Here